Okay. I didn't even do my starting soon or whatever. It's just a brand new day, huh? It doesn't matter. I'm on YouTube. Nobody cares. Don't show again. So, I'm still getting used to the YouTube streaming. Now live on your channel, writing a song in 2 hours. Hey, that's me. Yep, that's me. Cool. I guess I can keep this around just in case if something pops up. So the one thing I don't have is a timer. I guess I can bring in my my Unity thing. The media streaming layers, Bandcamp, Twitch Bandcamp. It should work, I think. We'll see. Oh. Come on. There it goes. And then bop. And then there it is. That's fine. It's not going to be like interactive with chat. Oh my god, Toots is starting to be a little shit because I'm not paying attention to her. Hey. Go to sleep. Hey, you need to go to sleep. Okay, yeah, that's too much. Oh, and I don't really have the marquee stuff on the bottom, like all of those commands don't work. I should have planned this a little bit better, huh? But I can do timer 2 hours. So I can get that set up. I'll give myself a 2-second head start before I start the timer again. Yeah, I think that this is ready. This video is not unlisted. It is a... Oh, there we go. I got confirmation right away that that I am actually live. Yeah, I wish I could turn off the marquee stuff. I need to go... I haven't streamed in like 3 months, so I haven't really like done anything with my streaming layers now that I moved from Twitch to YouTube. So like all my commands are borked. But you know what? That's a problem for future Ben. Maybe I'll figure that out tomorrow. So hi everybody. Welcome to the 2-hour album challenge. I'm gonna try to write a song in 2 hours, which I have provably done before, but I haven't done recently, so we'll see how this goes. I have some thoughts on the theme. The theme is round. And the first thing that came to mind, and when I like roll the theme and I try to like not think about it a whole lot, but the first thing that came to mind is like what goes around comes around. And I had an idea and I don't know if it'll work. Sorry, I'm just like rearranging my windows. I haven't streamed in so long. I'm kind of a little lost on how all of this fits together in my second monitor here. But so it's like I was kind of thinking about having like a minimal house track, like 110, 120 BPM. There's like 4 on the floor kicks where it's like what goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around. You know, like that kind of like early 2000s like house music. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give that about 20 minutes. If that turns into a train wreck, I'll just do something else. I turned on my light. I have a light on the outside of this room so my wife knows when I'm actually streaming, so she doesn't, you know, yell. So I guess we'll just get into it. Yeah, let's go. Let's start the timer again. There we go. I'm loading up Synonym. I don't know if I'll use that right away, but it'll be good to have for like some extra EDM drum stuff. I've been trying a lot of different things lately, and I can't say that all of them necessarily work. But, oof, wow, my speakers are still on. There we go. I was like, my headphones aren't that bassy. They're kind of failing. I need to get new headphones at some point, which sucks because I really like these, but they are definitely falling apart. That might be a little too minimal, yeah? Let's try to get the vocals in here. Oh. Is this set up properly? I mean, you can, yeah, OBS hears me. Okay, so this is not working. I'm going to pause the timer for just a second. I guess that makes sense. Every time OBS updates, or Windows updates, I'm going to lose audio for a second. Whenever Windows updates, I have to like reconfigure all of my audio. Okay, now it works. Hey Toots, you're being stinky. Our little baby cat really wants attention. Hi. Yes, it's the wrong time to ask for attention though. The wrong time. Here. I know. Oh, that's very kind of you. I really want to do like a piano album. At some point. That would be a lot of fun. Okay, I almost clicked stop streaming instead of restarting my timer. Let's do this now that this is actually working. So I'll try to record this. What goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it... Okay. It's not perfect, but that's okay. Goes around, it comes. Goes around, it comes. It, yeah. Toots is being a real stinker today. He's getting into one of my shelves back there. Hey. So I don't know why my microphone is so quiet in Ableton. And also, why did it go down to negative? Okay, well, maybe it's not so quiet. Goes around, it comes around, it. Okay, let's change this from beats to complex. Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes. We'll probably do 120 for this. I don't think I'll do any more vocals for this track but this, but I wanted to try. It's one of those like earworms that got stuck in my head, and I'm like, is this good? Goes around, it comes around. Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes. I'm just curious. I've never done any of this stuff before, so. What if we pitch this down by 12.
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around.
I don't know, this could be neat. I feel like the processing on this, and this is kind of the thing, right? I haven't really done a whole lot of
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes.
I haven't done a lot of like work with vocals, and it's always been kind of spooky for me.
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around.
What if I do this? So it's like experimentation when you have a time limit, which is not always the best combination.
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What
I don't like my voice either. It's kind of nasally.
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around.
Yeah, so let's just go with that for now. Let's find some like, let's find a better, well, so we have a kick, but we don't have like the kick. A lot of music like this has multiple kicks. Like it has the light one and then like a heavy one that comes in later. So let's try that. Of course, I'm just doing all this like off the seat of my pants, so. Grab a couple snares that might be useful. Closed hats, of course. I'm kind of doing the traditional way of how I did 2-hour track challenges, where I'm not like looking for loops as much as just kind of going through my existing packs and just pulling stuff out that I think is neat. Time will tell if that's the correct call. These aren't what I'm looking for. I'm looking for like yeah, like just like little blips and bloops. Because I'd like to have a series of transients that follow the vocals, and I think that will. Actually, that's a pretty good one too.
Goes around.
So we also have like an 8th note swing, don't we? Because this would be like here.
Goes around, it
goes
goes around. Goes around, it.
Oh, it's not a swing. Okay, never mind.
Goes around, it comes.
So
goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around. Goes around, it comes around, it goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What?
Feels like this could actually be faster. Again, like I'm gonna go at this, and if it turns into a nightmare like 20 minutes in, like I have 13 or so minutes to decide whether or not this is what I want to do. So far, I think so. Like, I think I just need like a good bass line. We're in G instead of C minor, so that's neat.
Goes around. Goes around. Goes around.
Oops. Boop, 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 boop. Alright, that's what it is.
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around. Goes around, it comes around.
Just keeping things real simple. Keep it simple, comma stupid.
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around.
and then we're in G, so that would be the dominant. I also think that if we lower the
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around.
How else do you process vocals? Like, you can do like a slapback on it, which I don't think is really what's necessary here. Like, you can do like a real quick.
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around.
This is also not the right bass, but it's at least something. You know, like, you just got to throw stuff together until it becomes a song.
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what
God, that offbeat hat really kind of tied the room together, didn't it?
goes around, it comes around, it comes around. Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around.
There we go. And again, those vocals aren't going to be in the whole song either. Like, ideally, it would be like an intro thing and maybe like a mid, like a build-up thing and then an outro.
Remember to save.
Okay, so this bass needs to be updated, but let's save it first because we have a general idea. I don't really have a folder to dump these anymore. I guess I could start my 2025 sketchbook. Okay, let's find a better bass. So I have been using the Analog Lab 5, Analog Lab V, which is kind of just a collection of lots of Arturius's stuff. Of basses. I don't know what. Honestly, that might not be bad. Because what I want is I want representation on not just the bass. And honestly, this will have a sub to it to manage the low end. So I might as well just do that now, huh? And then, oops, main ass. Sub can follow the main ass. And then we can get a little funky with it, which is something that I love to do. Because, like, all of these extra things can turn into ghost notes. Hello, hey woo. How you doing? Sorry, hello Aureus, how are you doing? I am streaming on the YouTubes, and I think it's going okay. That was a misclick, but I kind of like it. Gotta love my happy little accidents. So the conceit of mine, Aureus, is what goes around comes around.
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around.
Um, I have yet to decide whether this is cool or stupid, but I do like what we have here aside from the lyrics. I think the lyrics just need better processing. But you know, that's something that we can figure out. Here, let me just mute my phone. There we go. I figured out the setting on my phone where I can just turn it upside down and it mutes all things aside from like texts from my wife. And it's been like kind of lifesaver when it comes to my mental health. So aside from that, let's check out like drum loops around the 128 range. I know that we probably have a bunch of them. Somewhere. See if there's just anything in here that we can add for a little spice. Yeah, you mentioned that. I'm looking forward to hearing what you're cooking up. Sure. Let's try this. Good roll. Thank you. So I like adding one of these like in the background just because it adds a bit of air to the whole thing. Could add like a really, really subtle like chorus or phaser on it maybe. Round robin. Oh, that's a really cool idea because you can do like cannons, right? Like, you know, row, row, row your boat where it starts with one, but then it just kind of loops on top of itself over and over and over. That's a really cool idea. Oops, somebody. Okay. Sorry, I need to turn off Discord because I'm getting like notifications and it's driving me nuts. There we go. I feel like this doesn't have... There we go. It's just not loud, right? Like, you can make it loud with OTT, but you still don't have the right frequencies. So this might be like a multi-layered bass kind of thing. So we don't need the super low end because that's being bolstered by the sub. So maybe we just need to have another instrument that kind of puts in the higher end, making an experimental challenge, more focused track. Yeah. I mean, hey, if it works, right? I think that it's pretty impressive that you end up doing 2 of these every time. I barely survive making 1 of them a lot of the time. Like, I'm sure I could do multiples of these like every time, but I just... Ooh, I get tired. Like, it needs like a boomy chest. Yeah, kinda. Like, right now it just doesn't have a lot of like the mid highs. So even adding just like a little bit of a transient on the front end of this, and then we can add like maybe a touch of like vintage verb or something to give that a little bit more weight. I think that'll help a lot. It's also like a mixing issue. These could be quieter, which would then make this feel louder. I think it needs to be a bit narrower. Yeah, and see, I'm not familiar with this genre very well. I would like to kind of push through this and see where it goes. But yeah, I struggle quite a bit. We're getting some... Okay, and maybe this is the sample. We're getting some like weird farty, like super low end stuff that I don't like. So let's try a different instrument just to see what else is out there. Let's clear these out too. And I can always make my own too, but... That's kind of cool, but not what I'm looking for. That's actually pretty much, that's closer to what I'm looking for, I think. Yeah, and this 3-octave thing was cool, but it just like it was missing some like it was too bassy, and then when I raised it up an octave it was like too mushy. So I feel like this has a little bit more. This is also kind of the melody for the song too, which is something I'm not used to. And this Valhalla is... You can have some fun with automation on this too, huh? Okay, so now this is the weak link in here. Let's put a pigments on this and then just throw like just kind of a random lead on here. And that should at least get us something that has a little bit more beef to it. There isn't like a pluck thing, is there? No. Because really what I'm looking for is just something that can... Excuse me. Holy cow. A little too much.
comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it
Yeah? Question mark, maybe?
comes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes.
Yeah. I have to think about what I'm doing with this song too, huh? I am locking this in. I am going to stick with this, but I still don't know what I'm doing for like the rest of the song. Okay, I should fix the timing on this because it feels off. Okay, let's mute all of this for the moment. And like dial this in. So this is actually the transient.
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around. Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around.
Do something around.
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around.
This just feels weird.
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it
Okay, limit to this.
goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around.
Remember to save.
Hey everybody, remember to save. Oh, it's time to start streaming, I guess. My alarms still go through. Off. There we go. Okay, transient shaper should help too. Good luck to you too, Aureus. Have a good one.
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around.
That sounds way better. It's like much more tightened up. I'm gonna have to. So that was just minus 12 decibels. And then put a transient shaper on that too, and that should clean up some of the mess for this.
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it comes around.
Okay. And then this has some reverb, distortion, parametric EQ. I'm reverb off.
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around. What goes around, it comes around, it comes around.
Where is that coming from? Oh, it's from the reverb that I added. That's why there's reverb on this. So, just do a sanity check on this. How does that sound? I think it's all right. We need some kind of a reverse up in here. Uh-oh. Did he do something wrong? We need like a reverse clap. Clap. There we go. Kids show party kind of vibes. Kinda? I don't know. I guess that's a bad thing, kinda. I don't know how to process vocals so they sound a little bit more menacing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Classic. I guess I do have like where is it? I have like vocal synth, which will truly heck it up.
Goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it comes 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 around, what goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it comes around.
It has some cool things to it.
It comes around, what goes around. It comes around, what goes around. It comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around. It comes around. It comes around, what goes around. It comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around.
Okay, so is there a wet dry on this? There we go.
What goes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it comes around.
And like, if I had the time, like, I'd love to do like actual bars for this, and try to make something from that.
Comes around, it comes around. Comes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what comes around, it comes around.
Now it feels like off again. Is it because of this?
Comes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around, what comes around, it comes around, it comes around, it comes around.
I agree that this sounds a little hollow. It doesn't sound as like menacing as I thought it would. And it's not, menacing might not be the right word, but like early 2000s like dance stuff like this, when it had vocals, it was like this kind of like deep sound, and it was processed in such a way that like made it very I mean, menacing is the only word that I can think of, but there's yeah. Yeah, like this could also be specifically this. I think we can like crystallize the high end a little bit more. Yeah. Yeah, it just I agree. Something about it doesn't seem right. Okay, so maybe I have to go back on what I thought. Yeah. This is my usual genre, but I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, and like that's the thing, right? Like if this song ends up being something that I don't really use anywhere else, it's like whatever, I spent 2 hours on it, doesn't matter. But you know, I'd like for it to be something that I can, you know, eventually put somewhere. I'm wondering if like if I shorten all of these up. Is this track for a game or my own music? So I am doing a 2-hour track challenge. That's how much time I have left to finish this song. The theme is round, and initially I recorded some vocals for like what goes around comes around kind of thing, but they're turning out to be a little cheesy, so I'm trying to think of a way to pivot and not necessarily start over, because I don't think that's necessary. I should also say that like with some proper mastering and stuff, I think that should clarify some of this too. So if I go like this, well, not one. That's why I have two here. One of these is down an octave. It just doesn't sound right. And that might just be some hi-hats in reverse. Yeah, there's a lot of options. I have some more instruments that I haven't really used in here yet. And I want to try. But this is kind of like the chorus, right? I want to make sure that I get this sounding pretty good before we dive too far into the rest of this. I also have a different kick. Go like this. This is kind of a cohesive loop. The other kick isn't as strong as I thought it was. It's literally the same sound. What have I done? What have I done? It's literally the same sample. I must have click and dragged the wrong one. There we go. Oh yeah, no, and that's all part of the like the arrangement of the song, right? Like right now I'm just trying to make the song's vibes feel right. And then usually I like making, this is like the A section or a B section or a chorus and a verse or whatever. And then from there, then I work and expand outward to like traverse between sections. So what you do is you build vertically. You build like this. You build a bunch of layers that you like and everything sounds cohesive together. And then you build horizontally outward. That way you're not trying to do two things at once. And I've found that helps me quite a bit when it comes to like not getting overwhelmed with the time limit. I'm just going to turn the vocals off for now. So it's like if we wanted to, we could take all of this and shuffle it over. And then we could have this as the bass and show automation. Just turn all of this off. Show automation, turn this off. And then we can go into here. And like we can have like a very simple intro. Oh, that's not going to do it. Ableton. Temporal space. Yeah. Yeah, everything's crammed too far together or too much together. And I agree that's the other thing we could do for like an intro is just have like the That's actually kind of sick just by itself, right? Okay, how about this? We can take Yeah, I kind of dig that. I still think with these it'll sound bad. Oops.
It comes around, it comes around, what goes around, it comes.
Okay, I think one of the problems that I have with this is that I have like auto shift on for the formatting. It comes around. Because like I have like it pitched weird on here. So how about this? I think part of the issue with this is because it was recorded badly, which is my B. Oh yeah, absolutely. These vocals were not intended to play throughout the entire song. They were like a chorus thing or, you know, something else. Okay, so boo doo. Adding some space here is also a very good idea. So I'm glad that we are like it's the whole process of curating the things that you like and culling the things that you don't, right? Like that is how any creative thing happens.
Remember to save.
I do agree that this is still pretty busy. Leaving these breaths is actually a good thing to keep in mind. Let's just leave. This is basically the same. Yeah. Blah. Get out of here. There we go. Yeah, so I mean we have our intro here. We have like a continued build up. Like this is the first probably 30 to 45 seconds of the song, right? That's how this stuff usually works. And then at the end of that build up, we can have this or an equivalent that sounds good. And then we can go into like an actual chorus. And then, you know, it's breakdown, build up, chorus, outro. Like we're not going for a 9-minute long song here, right? Like once we get these key components done, then it's pretty much just arranging it horizontally, and then we have a song. So we're getting there. Like it sounds a bit like a hot mess right now, but there's definitely a lot of ground that we've, you know, covered in the last 5 minutes. Yes, I do know what I'm doing. Having said that, I do appreciate the feedback. It really is nice to hear outside feedback. 45-minute drone pieces for the 2-hour album challenge. Yeah. But yes, I have been doing this for a very long time. It's something I haven't done recently, but I was like, how did my phone beep? It's in silent, but my wife texted me. "45-minute drones." You know, sometimes you just got to make one of those, but that's not today. So yeah, and let's work on this like horizontally now, and like we can do a down lifter, which will not be under claps. There we go. Find something that's not obnoxious, which is most of them, but you know, you got to have something in there. Kind of go like this, and lower the volume by a lot and get rid of the lows. And then filter that down. Okay, that one sucks. We'll find a better one. That one's nicer. We don't really need to do any automation for this one. Yeah, we can just get rid of the automation. Boop. I actually kind of like that as just part of the thing. Oop. Cut that out. So now we need an uplifter. Sure. I'm not being very judicious with what I grab, because honestly it doesn't really matter that whole much for me right now. Oh my god, why is it so bad? Why are these so bad? Maybe I should be more judicious about what I choose. Okay. So we have the intro, which is this. We'll have a slightly longer intro. Yeah. So this can be like this. We can do some like micro transitions to make this a little bit more interesting. Like we can do a bloop bloop. These can be harder panned. I'm not really using this anywhere else, so bloop. Okay, and the other thing we can do is, since this is a pigments thing, we can go in and change the transients or the ADSR of this. So let me just loop this. Honestly, this Valhalla reverb is just screwing me up. Partially because there's an OTT on here, which is... contemplating the vocals. And that's the thing, like if I could like write a couple bars, that would be ideal, right? Where it's like it's not just a loop where it's just like a repurposed sample that somebody found. It's like an actual thing that I could put in there. It goes around, it goes round and round and comes around. Yeah. Goes round and round and comes around. Yeah. This is still... Of course I can't. can't play anything on there because it's tied to the other stuff. There's still like a reverb happening somewhere, even though this is off and this is off. Oh. No, I'm a dumb. This shouldn't exist. Okay, so the problem was that I still had this one active, even though I thought that I turned it off, but I did not. So, why are you still following this? Okay. Okay. Get out of here. This can all scoot away. I like my songs with big gaps. Big gated snare. Yeah. I think my wife just got home. Nope, somebody's delivering a package. Yeah, like a big 90s snare. Yeah, it needs like a crash there too. Let's find one of those. Exactly, and that's something that I really struggle with. I struggle with leaving gaps because like I always want something happening, and that's like not always great. Oh, that's too much. There we go. Yeah, okay. So let's try your lyric idea. Let's scoot this over here. Cuz again, like I like those pauses. So I'll keep that there for the moment, but goes round and round and comes around. It goes round and round. So this is actually starting on the 4 of the prior bar. It goes round and round and comes around. It goes round. Goes round and round and comes around. It goes round and round and comes around. Okay. Okay, well, let's not record over that. Let's record over the right channel. Round and round, it goes round and round and comes around. 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 Yeah. Ooh. What did he mention? The biggest smile. Yeah, maybe. Again, like I don't know why it recorded so quiet. Goes round and round and comes around, it 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 goes. It's like a fucking Prodigy song. See, now this one recorded like really quiet. Like I don't understand. I don't understand why. Round it goes round and round and comes around, 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 it goes. That does sound better though. It's around, it goes round and round. It goes round and round. So yeah, it does sound better. It also sounds better because we have a tonal center now. We have like a tonal key to work with, because before when I recorded this is awful. The latency of the DAW made you be perfectly out of sync on stream. Yeah.
It goes round and round and comes around, it goes round and round and comes around, it goes.
It's not hiding, it's right here.
It goes round and round and comes around, it goes round and round and comes around, it goes round and round and comes around, it goes round and round and comes around.
That sounds a lot better. However, this is crazy out of sync.
It goes round and round.
Remember to save.
It goes round and round and comes around. It goes round and round and comes around.
So how exactly does this line up?
It goes round and round and comes.
Round and round and comes around.
It goes round and round and comes around.
I do agree that this works better rhythmically, but it does need to get lined up a little better. And unfortunately, my DAW has like a little bit of a delay, so I can't just like nudge it.
It goes round and round and comes around, it goes round.
Yeah, because now I fricked it all up. So I have to like manually tweak all of
It
this.
goes round and round and comes around.
You're sorry? No, this is miles better than what I did before. So, excuse me.
It goes round and round and comes around.
Because the goes, it should be here, right? It goes.
It goes round and round. It goes round and round.
But that sounds wrong. Please get out of your crash cymbal.
It goes round.
So now I have to like.
It goes round and round. It goes round.
What is wrong with my brain? Yeah, you're right. The it can be omitted. That might help a little bit. I might try to record like. It's just audio gore though. Like recording my mic with the stream delay and all that other stuff. Like that just sucks, and I don't want to turn off my microphone.
It goes round. It goes round. It goes round.
Yeah. So round and round.
It goes round and round
and
it goes round and round and
comes round.
It goes round and round and comes around. It goes round and round and comes around.
But see, like when you're getting that granular into it, like it just like it starts to fall apart. So I apologize. It is before the bar. Yeah. Yeah. Goes round and round and comes around. It goes round and round and comes around. It goes. Okay. Round and round, it goes round and round and comes around. It goes round and round and come around. Okay. Blech. Round and round and comes around. It goes 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 round and round. Okay. Sorry. I know that sucks. But this is like so much better than the original audio that we had, and this seems a little better lined up. So that's good. So yeah. Goes
round and round.
Oh wait, is this okay, hold up. Is this messed up because the one on this is not the same as the one on this because we nudged stuff around? Are you fucking kidding me, Ableton? Okay. It
Goes round and round.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Goes round and round and comes around. Goes round and round and comes around. Goes,
Okay, so that should be there. These get pushed over here.
goes round and round and comes around.
Okay, so now I just need to like figure out the timing on here, and then I can propagate that to the rest of this.
Goes round and round. It goes round and round. It goes round.
Okay. So I apologize for all the starts and stops, but this is like the most important part of the song, I guess. So I guess I need to make it right.
Goes round and round and comes around. Goes round.
Okay, so the rest of this is kind of fricked still, but
Goes round and round and comes around.
also this should not be on beats.
Goes round and round and comes around.
Okay, how about this? Let's just mute all of this stuff that I don't really care to listen to right now. Also, why is this automation even... Yeah, get out of here. It's like really all I need are the vocals and the drums.
Goes round and round and comes around. Goes round.
Okay.
Goes round and round and comes. Goes round and round and goes round and round and comes around. Goes round and round and comes around. It goes round.
So this goes here. Oh, right, because that goes there. Okay, so this should be correct. If I just loop this bar.
Goes round and round and comes around. It 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 goes round and round.
I should cut in the middle? Are you talking about the EQ or... Oh. Yeah, I mean, it's a sample, so it's like, I don't really care as...
Round and round and comes around. It goes round and round and comes around. It goes round and round and comes around. It goes.
It's like a sample. Like, this is like something that somebody cut out of a movie or something, right? Like, it doesn't really matter because it's looped infinitely. It's just kind of like how it is. So I'm not super worried about the breathing thing. Plus, I can just say that I did it in one take over 6 minutes, and I'm just built different, right?
Goes round and round and comes around. It 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 goes round and round.
So I'm just following what I did with the other ones. And it should be okay for all of this. I do want to have 4 bars of it because I feel that that kind of variety is actually kind of useful. So I apologize that this took a whole ass 10 minutes for me to sort out, but
It goes round and round and comes around. It goes round and round and comes around. It goes round and round and comes
Yeah.
around. It goes
whoop, I had it wrong there. And that's why I had the EQ.
round and round and comes around. It goes
So I gotta fix this.
Round around and comes around.
Oop.
Round around and comes around.
Yeah, these are all offset.
It goes round and round and comes around. It goes round and round and comes around. It goes round and round and comes around. It goes
Oop.
around. It goes round and round and comes 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 around.
Okay, so we take that and we go like this, and then we go like this.
Goes round and round and comes around. It 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 goes round and round and comes around.
Get rid of that. Just put that in the shadow realm.
Goes round and round and comes around. It goes round and round and comes.
It's still not super punchy. Like I can set this to beats like transients.
Goes round and round and comes around. It goes round and round and comes around. It goes round and round and comes around. It goes round and round and comes.
Actually, I think that works better. If we set this to transients or to beats, it won't give us any of those stupid little jaggies that happen when there's like artifacting relating to stretching. So that should hopefully allow me to hit my beats every time without all of this extra like warbling in the background. Let me see if I can just get this lined up better too.
Goes round and round and comes around. It 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 goes round and round and comes around.
Thank you, Bohemian Prince. I appreciate that. I hope your cats appreciate it too. Yeah, that sounds way better. Let's bring the crash back. Let's listen to the whole thing. Those your cats? Okay, so again, like I only want this for just a little bit of the song, so that's not that big of a deal, and they do love it. Well, that's good to hear. So we can like do something like this. I also wonder if we need to like have what's it called, like a tattoo, like in the drums, like should have a single round panned wide with reverb at bar 7. Yeah. I mean, it's easy to do. It's just like bloop. Oops, that was delay. That's probably not what we want. That's a fun little addition. Okay, that's the other reason. Our side chaining is hecked because I have the wrong thing selected. I need 2 side chains in here, one for this kick and one for this kick. And now let's tune those side chains properly, because right before it was going after the whole drum rack, which was a mess. So this should shift to this one right now. This is off by a little bit. This is the wrong transient. Boop. Hello. Chord stabs. Yep. And that was honestly the thing that I was thinking of next. First thing I wanted to do, I was talking about that little drum thing, and I'm wondering if we just do the boop boop boop. Hey Toots, don't stand on my computer. The off button, that's where the off button is. Come on, get down. You're so stinky.
Remember to save.
Hey everybody, remember to save. God, this crash. Get out of my life. I mean, I have a cowbell. I can add the cowbell. Hey, Toots. Come here. You want to say hi to everybody and then go away? Oh, here. There we go. Hi. Hi. Yep. Everybody's looking at you now. No. Okay. She did not appreciate that. Okay, so like rhythmically it's the same. So the purpose of me adding this, aside from just like a little bit of like rhythmic centering, is you can do weirdo shit with it. So we can like take this and go to envelopes, MIDI control, pitch bend, and then just be like, hey Toots, get out of my drink. I don't need your butt in my drink. Okay, I like it descending rather than like popping up and then descending. So let's put this in like a square wave, I think, and then give it some juice. Pitch envelope. So there's a song by Oliver, which I can't remember the name of it offhand. Yeah, Shaker's a good idea too. But like it has like a synth that's rising, but also the pitch bend is rising too, so it's like whoop 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 whoop. It's like a really cool. Like you cut it off at it goes. Yeah. I'm starting to feel like this super saw is not enough. It's not enough for me. Also, we have 45 minutes left, and I should like actually make a song. Oh man. So I mean, we have been making a song. That's a little hyperbole, I guess, but it's just like I fricked around quite a bit with that one thing. And you know, you have to finish a song. You can't just do the one thing. I haven't played any piano this time. Needs more cutoff. Right. Obviously, that's too much of everything. Kind of like the idea of this being like a riser, which means this cutoff is pointless. Less. What are chords? That would be something like this, and a bass. God, I love these. I love this chord shape so much. Is the mastering channel still on? Oh, flip. I love this chord shape so much. Yeah, it's very pretty. So in this case, we probably want less reverb and maybe just like a touch of delay. I don't think we're using delay on anything else. So let's just scoot this up into the higher frequencies. I also feel like this needs some bolstering too. Well, here's the thing. You can just ask me to do it now. How about that? I am rusty, though. Yeah, I do have a song to finish. It's a good point. Oh man. Okay, so new preset. I'm gonna just do the same thing. I love me my super saws, and they're super basic, but they get the job done, and I can't complain about that. So now we have a little bit of layering on here, which I think will help. Of course.
Goes round and round, it comes around, it 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 goes round. Goes round and round, it comes around, it goes round.
I almost think that we should put the it in here.
It goes round. It goes round and round.
Yeah. That's actually fairly important.
It goes round and round, it comes around, it goes.
So I need to figure out why this still feels empty. Because it just feels empty. And that bothers me. Also, seeing as this isn't tied to the other instrument anymore, let's just like get rid of this. Because that's just complexity that we don't need in our lives. Unless this needs to be up. I mean... yeah, it's just an octave thing, I guess. So we can go like this. I mean, we're just doing like classic dance stuff now, but... okay, let's listen from the start. So we have 45 seconds of music that we need to spread out probably about another 2.5, 3 minutes. But honestly, we're well on our way. Cool. Why is that? All the lows could do with a single 808 bass note. Are you talking about just like a low, like thum thum thum, like just kind of like a driving sub bass instead of having the sub bass follow along with all this other shenanigans? I can hear that. Why is this? It has this weird stutter to it, and I don't know why.
It goes round. It goes. It goes. It goes. It goes.
I imagine I'm not the only one that hears that. Maybe it's this?
It goes round. It goes.
Nope.
It goes.
Yeah, I think like for a B section, having like longer sustained chords and things chilling out a little bit might be a good idea. That's kind of the route that I was thinking too. Also, is this continued to be hecked up? No, okay, that's normal. So I'm gonna do a little surgery on this because this is gonna drive me nuts.
It goes round. It goes round. It goes round. It goes round. It goes. It goes. It goes. It goes round. It goes round. It goes round.
So I'm just gonna do the same thing up here. or down here, I guess. I don't like being this granular, but this is like the intro to the whole ass song, so. It's also kind of quiet, so do like just a general volume boost. Probably not 20 decibels. It's very loud, but it has all of the elements. So let's just like spread that out a little bit more, and we can add some variety here, I guess. Yeah, no worries. I'll be here. Also wondering if like we can fill this out a little bit more with like a chorus.
Round and round and comes around, it goes 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 round and round and comes around.
It has like weird boingy sounds in it, and I'm not entirely sure where that's coming from. It might be the transient shaper.
Round and round and comes around, it goes 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 round and round and comes around, it goes.
Remember to save.
It goes round and round and comes around, 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 it goes
Okay. Yeah, so we can do like a little bit of automation here. But I agree, like having like a big like 808 hit on that would be good. Also, this, like, the last loop of this seems weird.
Then comes around again. Then comes around again.
Nope, I just said wrong
It
word,
goes round around. Then comes around. It goes round and round.
which can be fixed. Like, I can just splice it in from another section of the...
Comes around. It goes round around. Then comes around. It goes round.
Yeah, just like bloop bloop.
Round. Then comes around. It goes round around. Then comes around. It goes round and round. Then comes around. It goes.
The other thing we can do is duplicate this into the baseline. Because why the heck not, right? Do 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 do. Okay, that is not. So I want to have some kind of like outro for this quote unquote melody. 7. Oop, there's another beat there. Nice. Go like this, and then we can have like some kind of like a B section, right? It's gonna be a short ass song though. It's okay. I mean, technically I could also just duplicate this whole thing and like artificially stretch the song length out, just because there's so many. Yeah, I'm not super worried about that. It's also one of those things where I can come back later and make it longer if I really like the song well enough to do that. So I'm not. Chose one at random. I'm sure it's fine. It is not. It never is, but I like to think. Yeah, what's up? Oh, we have one of those. Right over there. You can't see it. The risk of exposing my very messy studio. Yep. We've got one of those. It's right there. I don't have a recording of it though. Oh, now this is hecked up forever. That's better. I don't have a recording of that wheel. Oh. We unfortunately used that as an album cover for Jade Mechanism. Kind of. The cat, I think, was like a Photoshop from their website, maybe? I can't remember. But yeah. That's a good thought, though. That would have worked really well. I was having a problem trying to find something with round. Yeah. So what are we doing now? We've got like this breakdown section. That's a good idea too. That's like the thing you can do is you do this and then you go in here and then you like low. That's like not exactly what I want to do. I just need to figure out like a it's like such a cool vibe, but I don't know where to go with it. Because we can like amp up the so like maybe we just kind of like start adding layers again, like just do this and then do this. Ableton, please. Vocal chops. So yeah, that's. But it would have to be a different sample though. That's kind of the problem, right? Like I don't want it to just be the same sample but like twist it around. So how about this? Let's try to make an end to this song. So we'll have like this be a breakdown. We've got like a build up here. Build chorus. That goes here. Or not. Let's try that again. That goes here. And then out. Which can just be this, really. Just with the automation reversed. There isn't a whole lot of automation over here that we need to worry about. This can just be like filter sweeped out. And EQ8 is kind of overkill for that. Let's just use auto filter. So what I'm doing right now is I'm giving myself a little bit of insurance. So if everything explodes, I at least have a song. But this also gives me the flexibility to like actually work on new things. Then yeah. Perfect outro. There we go. Cool. So we got breakdown, chorus, intro. So, I mean, at the moment, we'll just leave this as a copy paste. If we find some cool elements in here, we can add it. I like hear some like weird overtones in that, and I'm trying to like place them because it would be cool to add them. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. They're like really, I think they're artifacts from how this is edited, but like they're like really interesting like little things that I'd love to like extract and exemplify in the song.
Remember to save.
Hey everybody, remember to save. I mean, as long as we're doing this, might as well have fun with it. You're bringing in the cat angle, huh? That's kind of fun. Another thing we can do that might be fun. That's some real Prodigy shit right there. I wonder if I'd like, need to put that, like this thing on a like an amplifier or something. So we need to have our build up again. The sub is on. And then we can take this and duplicate it up here. These will have to be raised up an octave and then copy pasted another octave up. We can raise our high cut. I also realized that our chorus starts with the build up at the end of the intro, so that's a little wrong. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Right now I want to actually have a functional I'm also wondering if like, because we can just heck around with this stuff too. Maybe instead of this, we go like this, and then just like have these gaps in it, and then that will allow us to do the most generic snare roll in the world. That's okay. I do think we need like another snare in here. What snare does this sound like? I actually kind of like that rhythm, just the... I think that that sounds fantastic, and I'm looking forward to hearing it. And then we just duplicate and copy, go like that, and honestly just copy. So we're just making a big old mess that's probably going to be fine, right? And then we can get our... Okay, so like I said, I kind of screwed this up here. So this section goes away. And then this gets shoved over. So the problem is that this little guy right here needs to go here. And the rest of this can get deleted. There we go. Whoop. So technically we have a song. We still have 13 whole ass minutes left. Why was that so muted still? Okay, my wife just got home. I'm going to open the door for her. I'll be back in 1 second. Hey. I unlocked the door for you. You found me some random visuals? Really kind of dig that. And honestly, like this could be something maybe. That's why it's so quiet. Why is that like that? Why are you? Oh, because that was a one-time thing. Okay. There's some automation. Excuse me. There's some automation in here that I'm not. That is kind of sick. So what I need to do then, I need to take this and cut this one. Yeah, I'm actually kind of digging this build up in the middle. I was super worried about this, and I know we've got 10 minutes left, so it's not a lot of time to really lean into it, but I'm wondering if we throw something like thermal on it. Just kind of like in this main thing, because I think this has like a vocals thing, and it might be cool to have. Yeah, so like we can take this and we can just like crank it all the way up. Maybe not that one, but like one of these. Honestly, this kind of sounds good just in general. Whoop. Okay, so we have a song. It's done. I feel like this second chorus could be a little bit more developed, but we have 7 minutes left, so it's like... vocals are too quiet. I agree. Especially in this section. I don't know why they're so quiet in this section. I checked all the automations and it seems fine. I feel like this could have like another 2 hours of work in it and it would be really solid. but right now it's a song, so thumbs up. But the thing is, like, we can add.
Remember to save.
Hey, everybody, remember to save. We're in G, so it'd be here. That's a little too extreme. Bum, 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 bum. There's like boop, boop, boop. There's like notes in there, but they're like super atonal. As a song, though, pretty good. Okay, I think I'm done. I like, there's more that I can do, but not in 4 minutes. Cool. I gotta get this submitted before M submits their song, because I have to be first, or otherwise, why am I doing this at all, right? That's not true. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I'd say that I'd raid somebody, but I'm not on Twitch, so I can't. I would check the Discord and see if there is anybody else streaming right now. I think there is. There are. Good job. Thank you. Yeah, guys, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your week. And if you're participating in the 2-hour track challenge or 2-hour album challenge, good luck. This was definitely not in my wheelhouse, but it was a fun song. Oh, I also should mention that my hoodie, while also looking super fly, is cat ears. Here, let me do this. Boop. Hi. This for Christmas from my wife. Very, very. Yeah, that's it for me. I hope that y'all have a good rest of your day. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Love ya. Goodbye. Cat ears. I do like clothes that have cat ears. Makes me happy. Do this as a loop and then start the submission form before M finishes. That's the most important thing, right? Forms.google.com. Anyway, yeah. I'm just going to do all the admin work. See you guys later. Bye-bye.